Welcome back to Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thank you so much for joining us again. Our guest is Krysten Knievel. Yes, that Knievel. She is the granddaughter of Evel Knievel, the daughter of Robbie Knievel, both very well-known stuntmen. But Krysten's here to talk about a disease that actually took her grandfather, pulmonary fibrosis. She is the spokesperson for the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation. We are so glad to have you. Thank you for coming all the way from Chicago. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
What exactly is pulmonary fibrosis?
Pulmonary fibrosis is scarring of the air sacs in the lungs.
And do we know what causes this disease?
In some cases we do, in most cases no, which then it's called idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, which means you do not know the cause.
And if you do know the cause, what is the cause?
If you do know the cause, sometimes it can be environmental pollutants, it can be genetic, there can really be a lot of different variables that can go in, that can play into that.
Is tobacco a factor?
Smoking definitely is not a good thing.
Right, of course. Well, let's talk about your grandfather. I mean, for anyone my age, our age, I mean, he really was an icon. Talk to me about how this disease affected him, impacted him, and really impacted your whole family.
When my grandfather was diagnosed with pulmonary fibrosis, it was definitely devastating for him, for me, for the rest of my family. I think that he probably just, what happened was his ex-wife had told me that when he was diagnosed, he was given a prognosis of 2 to 3 years to live. So he pretty much took that as, you know, I need to take every moment, not take my life for granted, and do the things that I want to do if this is all the time that I'm going to have left on this earth. And
when you said he had 2 to 3 years to live, what we know about pulmonary fibrosis is it's really 100%
is not good.
It's 100% fatal.
Correct.
And generally the prognosis is 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
So what are you doing with the foundation? Because obviously, you know, we need research, we need a lot. What can we do to try to treatment, cure, whatever it may be?
Well, what I do for the foundation is I started out as the events coordinator back in 2006, and then I had to go back to school full time.
Nothing wrong with that.
Of course not. And so now I'm back with the foundation, kind of just doing things for them. I'm being their spokesperson. We just about a year ago filmed a public service announcement, which has aired at a few baseball games. It's aired on news stations.
You must give us a copy. We'll air it on our network if you'd like to. We'd love to air it.
Okay, I would love that.
That'd be great.
Yeah. And so I kind of go around and do PR work and appearance work and things like that, and go to fundraisers. And
talk to me about what that means to you, because I have to think, look, you're a singer yourself, you come from a very well-known family, but this has got to be pretty special.
For me, this is my way of carrying on the legacy. My grandfather was a daredevil. My father is a daredevil. My father still is a daredevil. Still? He needs to quit very soon.
Yeah. What do you know about that? That will never happen.
So this is my way because I'm not a daredevil. Thank God it skipped a generation.
In some ways you are, but you know.
Yeah, you know, go on a roller coaster here and there. But I'm definitely an entertainer. I totally got that gene. And for me, this is my way of carrying on my grandfather's legacy. I think this is how he would want to be remembered. He would want his name to be carried out to help other people deal with what he had to deal with.
What do you think he would say right now if he knew that you've become such a visible spokesperson for this disease?
You know, he was such a funny guy. I think that he would be really proud. He would be happy. I'm sure he would throw in some type of crude comment of sorts. So
you're really great. I'm really glad you came, and thank you for what you're doing for pulmonary fibrosis. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thanks for watching. Back to HLN.
I'm Krysten Knievel. My grandfather, Evel Knievel, cheated death countless times throughout his life. He jumped fountains, canyons, and Greyhound buses. He survived crashes and broken bones, but lost his final battle to pulmonary fibrosis. Each year, more than 40,000 Americans die from this lung disease, but they are invisible victims. I'm here to change that. The Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation is here to change that. Help us find a cure. Now go out and live your life full throttle.